Hello and welcome. Come on in. This is Alicia of the Chardon Sign Shack coming to you live from Chardon, Ohio. As you're hopping on, please let me know. Please make sure to sprinkle. Say hello. Let me know if you're watching this live or on replay. I'm just waiting for a few people to hop on here. Let me go over here. Excuse me. Like I said, say hello as you're hopping on. Hi, Vicki. How are you? Say hello. Make sure to sprinkle. We have a cute little giveaway today. The giveaway, hi, Kathy. How are you? Is going to be this really cute love with the daisy in the middle. Hi, Donna. Hi, Sandy. It is number 9272, and it is a 12-inch, and this is going to be the giveaway today. Hello, Pamela. How are you? I'm going to swipe this away. Hi, Stacy. How are you? Hi, April. Let me just swipe it that way. I've got my comments down here. Unless they change something, I'm set up, I think. Hi, Sherry. How are you? Glad you could join us today. As I said, please, as you're hopping on, please make sure to do this, which is sprinkle. And this is the giveaway that we'll be drawing for at the end of the live. This real cute little love with the daisy, which I think is just adorable. I haven't done it yet, I don't think, but I really like it. So that'll be the giveaway. And I'm going to set that aside, and I'll show it again maybe a couple times during the live. This is the stencil we're doing today, number 9305, and it's the 18-inch, and I'm doing it on an 18-inch round that I got from Craft Deals. So I'm going to set this back here. Some people like to screenshot it, but also the link is in the description when I post it later. Thank you, Stacy. We actually have sunshine today, speaking of Florida, so that's super exciting. It's 47. Our snow's melting. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see like the grass again. I'm tired of snow, and you know, this time of year it gets the dirty snow where it's plowed, and the driving and the salt and the exhaust and all that stuff. So this is the stencil we're doing today, which is super cute. Hello, Spring. And it is on sale today and tomorrow for 20% off. Save an additional 15% with my code SignShack. So it has the one overlay. This is the part we'll be doing first. And then we'll be working on the spring on this. So I did not paint my board today. Usually I pre-paint it, but I was going to try something a little different for a background, kind of like a flip-flop, splish-splash of color everywhere. I was experimenting with it earlier, and I kind of liked how it turned out. It's just a little different way to do something. So it's 70 in Alabama. Oh my goodness, 66. You guys are making me jealous. So I've got this mist bottle, and I'm going to spray my sign with a little bit of water, and I'm going to put some blues and whites out. Hi, Beth. How are you? Thank you so much for sprinkling. We'll make sure to add you. And I'm just putting a little bit of blue out here randomly. And this is Deco Arts Winter Blue. And then I'm going to add some white. And this is Deco Arts Warm White. So I experimented with this a couple of different ways. And we can add more color. And I've done backgrounds a multitude of different ways. There's my brush. So I've got my wonderful Stencil Smith brush here. And I'm going to spray that with a little bit of water. I like to always keep my brushes damp as I start. And what I'm going to start doing is just getting this color and and I'm probably going to have to put a little bit more out. Kind of mashing it together. And we're going to need a lot more color. I never know. I don't want to have too much. That's probably way too much. And add some more white. like so. And I'm going to give it another spray and another spray on my brush. I love that misting bottle from Amazon. I've had it a long time. And I'm just kind of like mixing the white and the blue together. See, now I think I have too much. I was doing this on a much smaller piece earlier while I was working with it, just to see how it would look. And I'm not going all the same way, but it kind of looked like that spring. And then I'm going to, you know, like the cloudy. And I'm going to add just a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of this ultra deep blue here from Deco Arts. I'm just going to put a little dab of that out. I am going to use some more of that later. I think I'm going to do some raindrops on this. I also learned how to make raindrops, and I'm just going to get just a little bit of this blue and kind of work that in there too. But I think it kind of makes it look like that stormy kind of sky, like it's getting ready to storm. And I've got to get over here to the edge here where I did not get. I don't know if you can tell on there. And I'm going to give it, again, another little spray. And I'm just getting just a little, just a wee little bit of that blue. As you can see, because that blue is really dark. And I'm just kind of slip-slapping it around there. And you can see a little bit of that white coming through. And you can add a little bit more white if you want to brighten it up. That blue is really pretty. It's like a gray blue almost. And I'm just kind of, like I said, slip-slapping that all over the place. I mean, you've seen skies that look like that. Need to get over here. I didn't quite get all the way to the edge. So what do you think about that? Do you like that? It's just a different way. Hi, Liz. How are you? And I'm going to add just a little bit more white in there. And just keep fooling with it till you get what you like. It's almost too hot in here today. I feel like I almost need to turn on the heat. Or not turn on the heat, turn off the heat. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it like that, but just to give you a closer look at like the variations of the colors with that going every which way. Thank you, Beth. Oh, I love your glass projects, Liz. So I'm just going to give that a quick dry here. I think that kind of looks like the spring, almost ready to storm. Is it or is it not going to storm skies? So we'll just give it a quick, thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Rhonda. And again, as you're hopping on, make sure to sprinkle this out. So you'll be entered into the giveaway, which I see there's more of you on now. So that'll be this one right here, love. And usually I do this ahead of time, but it was something new that I was fooling with that I had learned or saw on another from another crafter, and I thought how cool it looked for something like this. And just give it a dry here. But it does look really cool. It's kind of hard to see, but it looks like the wind's sweeping the colors around there. I know some of you are lucky and you've, yeah, kind of like a marble effect, yeah. But it looks, it's like a real soft, kind of different background. Usually when I do sky backgrounds, I tend to blend the colors like left to right. And this was just something different that I saw, and I thought I'd give it a try for this. And it's not taking too awful long to, well, it's almost dry, guys, almost. Hi, Jarita, how are you? I'm so glad to catch you live to do. I'm so glad to be back at my regular time. It's so funny, like last week, I went live at 8 p.m. and it was a whole different crowd of people than it is at 4 p.m. It was very odd. I did try to get a live in and I wanted to go live later. My dad was in the hospital, but he's home now and he's doing better. So I'm thankful for that. He actually might be able to come off the oxygen, except for night now. So that makes me very happy. He had a very good nurse's visit today. Still just a little damp up here. Right there. And then we'll be all dried. This is why I usually do my backgrounds ahead of time, unless it's something new I want to show you. But I thought this was really pretty. A different kind of look. Yep, up here it's still a little damp. Right there. And so the stencil we're doing today is going to be that fun umbrella one. And I am going to put the first, there's only one overlay, so this is the base right here with the hello on it and the umbrella. And I'm going to put it, I'm just eyeballing it. I don't think this is one that goes all the way, like, it does not go all the way down, but I'm going to kind of put it right there. I have room to tape up here. So I'll have it facing you, away from me. I can turn, I've learned how to turn my camera like upside down, but I've only done it once, so I get nervous too. Oh no, may not have my painter's tape. Oh, there. I've been painting. I started painting, do you remember the butler's pantry I was telling you about? I started, oh, thank you, Jarita. Thank you, Sherry. Yes, I'm so glad, thank you, Stacy, that he's doing better. It's a relief. It's a lot easier, even though he's in the hospital, to take care of him here than going to the hospital every day and sitting for hours and hours to make sure. Especially when people are older, if they don't have anybody there to advocate for them, lots of times they don't, the care can sometimes be, you have to really be on people, not that the nurses don't do a wonderful job. So I'm going to do the umbrella in this really pretty red, and this is Fort York Red. I've got the name right finally, and it's Fusion Mineral. And I'm going to dip this in. And usually I would like offload this, but this is such a big area. I'm just going to start in the middle and kind of go outwards. But I thought a pretty red, actually might put some on this plate here. A pretty red umbrella with yellow polka dots would be kind of pretty. And so I'm just going to swirl that around, and this will take a couple coats. If this was not a big area, I would not be doing this, but as I swirl it around in this big area, it offloads itself. So that's why I'm doing this. Otherwise, I would have bleeds everywhere. You always want to offload when you're stenciling. I know a lot of you, I've seen you for years and years on my lives, and I know that you're stenciling pros. but there's always somebody new. That's why I always try to go over the basics and explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. And then as I'm getting near the edges, I am going to offload. This is why I like the shop towels. Lots of times I can get the inside of them and use them for offloading too before I throw them out. And I'm just going to swirl that up there. Whoops. Uh-oh. That is not good. I shifted. So let's get that line back up here. I didn't have it taped down good, or I moved it or something. So let me get it lined up real good here. And put another piece of tape on it, maybe. If I can find what I did with my tape. I'm always losing something. You should know that. I don't know how it's possible. There it is. To lose something so many times during a live, or even when you're crafting. Do you girls do that, or is it just me? Well, I'm always learning too, Sherry. I'm always trying to learn new things too, to bring you guys something new. Sometimes it doesn't always pan out the way I envision, but I sure do try. I think that's part of the fun, happy accidents. I've discovered a lot of stuff that way, just by making an oops and thinking, wow, that looks pretty good. So I like to use the shop towels to offload. You can use coffee filters, paper towels, paper, like this kind of craft paper. I do like the shop towels. They go a long way. I get usually about 4 or more projects out of them. Or 4, I get probably about 6, sometimes 8. So I'm going to put that in a baggie. And we're going to start with our tulips, which I'm going to do a couple different colors here. I think I ought to get a new, you know what? I think I need a new, let me see here. I can't find my paper plates. Don't know where they went. There they are. I set something on them. Oh, that's a, I don't know why I put that there. That's a, here we go. I need a new paper plate, I feel like, to start all these colors. So I'm going to do purple, what is this? Purple Cow. These are all Deco Arts. You can use any water-based acrylic paint you want. And this Joyful Pink. And I like the Baby Duck. Oh, a rainy day festival. I love that. You're in PA. I don't know where in PA that is. And this coral I'm going to use too. This bright sand, or it's a bright salmon for the tulips. And I did make a little chart of how I wanted them to go that I'm looking at as I go along, because I wanted them in a certain order. And I do want the purple here. I didn't lay it down. So let's get my, and I'm going to offload that. And let's see, going this way, I think I wanted that to start with purple. And we'll do some shading with the color. And then I'm going to do this one in purple here. And we'll have to put that in there as well. And get another one. I think I have all my smaller ones still on my drying rack over there from the last live. I haven't, so I'm going to do pink. And this is that Joyful Pink, I think. I use this a lot for noses and cheeks and stuff like that when I'm making my gnomes and stuff like that. And then I want to do pink. Yep, need a little bit more. And again, we're getting just a little bit. And we're gonna stencil that in there, swirl that in there. And then I want to do the yellow, the baby duck. I'm going to do, I may have to walk over and get a couple of my smaller brushes. So the baby duck. Swirling it off. I'm going to do here. And I'll do some blending with these two. And then I wanted the yellow here. I hope this looks good with the red umbrella. It was done with a real pretty teal one on the live, or not on the live, but on the picture, the demonstration picture. But my grandson wanted it. He was here today helping me pick out colors, Finn, and he wanted a red umbrella. So I'm going with a red umbrella per Finn because that's his favorite color. He was helping me do all kinds of things today. And this is that salmon, I think, color. Okay. And I'm going to do the butterfly in salmon as well. And we'll add some highlights to that too. And then this I'm going to do in yellow. So let me get my yellow brush out. I'm going to have a good lot of brushes to clean again this time. So I know a lot of you are my older friends, but any of you that are new, the Stencil Smith is this wonderful company that is in the Columbus, Ohio. They're an Ohio-based company, and everything they make is made in America, made in USA, all the materials and stuff like that. They're just the most wonderful company. Their customer service, their husband and wife own. They cut the stencils to order, so nothing is ever out of stock. And they have multiple different sizes too. Make sure this red, okay, I'm gonna get this red here and start again. It's dry. So again, I'll just start swirling out here. Yeah, Finn wanted a red umbrella. So here we are with our red. And again, I did not offload that. I started in the middle. I mean, it wasn't like a huge amount and went outward just because it's such a big area. You can do that when it's a smaller or a bigger area like that. You just offload as you go. Which that is one of the things that April told me. And I was like, wow. It's the little tricks you learn along the way that can make a difference sometimes when you're stenciling or I am going to offload that because I'm going to do this down here. Hopefully my hand isn't in your way. But it's the little things you learn along the way that make everything easier and more fun. Okay, I'm going to set that one aside and we're going to go back. And I forgot to do the hello and the, so let's put a little bit of black and gray out here. I'm going to do this hello in black, and the dots, the dashes of the butterfly where it's flying, we'll do in gray. Get some kind of, so I'm going to get a smaller one for that, which if you have not used the Stencil Smith brushes, I cannot recommend them highly enough. They are just amazing. Really, really the best brushes there are. We'll do the Hello in black, and we'll do the spring in white, I think, but we'll have some yellow polka dots. So let's do this. I'm going to get the little guy, and I'm going to use this slate gray, and hopefully it's dark enough to show up on that, because that blue has a lot of gray in it, that winter gray. I think it's what it's called. Or winter blue. I found, look at what a pretty color is that. I've been using this a lot. Yes, like Lita said. Aw, we're so happy to have you in our life too, Sherry. I truly mean that, you guys that have followed me for years or new friends. It's such a nice, nice community of people that I have met. They are truly the best. And it's kind of like a little family. And if you haven't joined Paint and Share with Stencil Smith, if you're new, make sure to go over there and join that and see everybody's beautiful projects. Let me see how well that, it shows up okay. I just don't want it black. So let's go back and do, is this the yellow? Yeah, that's the yellow. Okay, we'll go back and we'll do these three in the yellow, this baby duck. Oop, my salmon is running into my baby duck. Give that 2 coats, and the handle here, it's a nice, it's a real pretty yellow, this baby duck. And I do like, I use Fusion Mineral Paints a lot, but I do like Deco Arts when I'm doing a lot of blending and stuff like that. They have such a nice variety of colors. And yes, you could mix them with Fusion Mineral and stuff to get what you want, but I'm too impatient to do that. So let's get the purple, I think this is Purple Cow. The names crack me up. And we'll do one more coat with that. I'm sorry I got my stuff all over. This round takes up almost my whole table. And then I want to get this Joyful Pink. Find that guy. There he is. And I do like to keep my brushes in a bag when I'm stenciling. And then again, offload. Yeah, Finn was here making request. Everything wants to be red now. And we're going to use the coral, which I think is that one. It is. Sometimes I can't tell on the end of my brush, because your brushes, they do get a little stained. It doesn't make any difference. It's just, I have heard if you let it soak in that Master's Touch, yeah, the cleaner, that it will come off. Okay. And I'm gonna, okay, and we need to do the hello. I may do one more real quick coat of red on that to make it really, really nice and bright. I think I got all the flowers a couple times, so let's get the black here. And this is, I think, lamp black. And just swirl that in there. And we'll get some gray going here. That's that one. But these brushes are just amazing. from the base coating brush to the liner brushes to the rake. The rake brush is amazing. That's probably my favorite brush. That and these little guys. I love the little guys. They're so nice, you know, for doing areas where you're butted up to something and you don't have to worry about going over or taping off or anything like that. So let me put one more coat of red on there. I just want to make it super, super bright. So I don't know if any of you saw, but I have said a couple times that my grandson and I were going to go snowshoeing. If we ever got around it. We tried it once and the snow had melted. And then after that we had snow, but it was so cold. Like I wasn't going when it was -5 and stuff like that. I'm not built that way. But we had a good base of snow, and we had it was 29, which seems cold, but it's like a heat wave. It's hard to believe that 29 degrees was a heat wave, but it was a heat wave here. And we went snowshoeing, and I don't know if any of you have snowshoed. He loves school. He calls us every day. He FaceTimes us when he gets out of school, Stacy. Must jump over the moon. Yeah, the names are funny. Oh, the snow angel, yeah. I made a couple snow angels, not on purpose, but I fell a couple times there at the end because we took this hike down to the bottom of a gorge and you couldn't wear your snowshoes. So we had to take them off and put them back on. Well, we didn't have seats to put them back on, and I didn't get the back strapped real good, so they came undone, and I went over a couple times. So I'm going to lift this up, and I'm going to do a little bit of shading on this. Let me get my tape. But if you ever have the opportunity to try snowshoeing, I really recommend it. It is so much fun. Thank you. I always get super stressed when I'm doing anything like that. And I'm going to put out a little bit of this, just a dab of this purple. This is a darker purple. This is Purple Rain, which is a great song. A great song. So let's get, so I'm going to wet my brush and just get a little bit of that purple cow in there. Or no, this purple cow is this Purple Rain. I better make sure that's dry. I better dry that real quick. I know what's going to happen. It's not going to be good. I'm going to have it all over my clothes. It was a lot of fun, Lita. Oh, I got some. Let me set that over here. Okay, I'm going to get just a little bit of this purple, and I'm sorry I have this towards me. This is where I should see if I can flip it. Let me see if I can do this. Is that right? No. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm sorry. This color, new colors. Yeah, I'm just bringing a little bit of this purple in here and giving it a little bit of like depth. It's really watered down. So see how it's, and I'm using the angle brush on this. But it just gives it a little bit of depth. And I'm gonna rinse that out. And you can even, like there, the line's a little much, you can kind of blend it in there with your finger. Or you can use, if you have a mop brush, you can do that. And that kind of blends it too. The pink here, I think I'm going to use a little bit of this lighter, like a dab of that. This is bubblegum pink. Ooh, that needs to be shook up really well. It's separated a lot. Hold on a minute. Okay, that's better. That one really separated. So again, I'm going to get my brush a little damp with some water. And I'm gonna, the same thing, I feel like it's too, I'm just gonna kind of, and I'm just bringing it. I'm gonna get my little, and I got this brush, I think on Amazon. It's just called a mop brush. You can use your finger as well. Let me get a little bit more of that, a little bit of water, have a little damp. Same thing here. I'm gonna, not liking that there. And then just use your little brush or your finger. And you could also use a little bit of both color, like a tip of the pink and that pink on it too. Double load it. The coral, I'm going to use just a dab of this, what is it? Watermelon slice, I think. I hear the boys next door. They're out there playing some basketball. I think that looks pretty with the yellow. And I think I'll add a little bit up here. To the handle. And then the coral, what will I do for the coral? I got a lot of different colors out here. This is cinnamon drop. So I'm going to use I just put a little bit out there, and I have a wet brush. And I think I'll use that with the coral. And I am kind of like swiping a lot off before I start. And I'm just kind of coming around. You know, giving it just a little bit of dimension. And like I said, if you don't like something, you can always go back. I really like that cinnamon drop a lot. That's really pretty. You can always go back and paint over it. And I'm going to add a little bit up here to this butterfly too. And you could shade as well with your stencil brush. You know, with a real dry. And I'm just kind of swiping some lines in there with that. I'm not super happy with that. So I took a little bit of the pink, and a little bit of the, right there, I'm not real, there we go. See, and you can keep working if you don't like something. And you don't even have to do this. It just adds a little something sometimes. I think I will take a little bit of the black. And kind of it's really watered down. You know, like maybe a shadow's hitting it. Man, I am sweating like crazy. And then we'll put those polka dots and stuff on it. And we'll put a little bit of white on this side. And I'm just using a damp brush, like I'm dipping it in water. It's like super damp, and then I'm wiping it off on some paper. You can always erase with your finger or a wet wipe. Okay. Kind of like that. And I might take my liner brush. And this is the 0. Just add a couple little lines there. Okay. Let me just set that to the side. And now we're going to go on to the next overlay, which is this one. I should probably give it a quick dry, and I'll turn it back towards you. Do you like that so far? Thank you, Judy. Hi, Sherry. Thank you. It's, you know what? I'm still learning. I really am. I'm not super great at it. I'm trying. I just mess with stuff. And if I mess it up too much and I don't like it, I go back and I correct it. It can be very intimidating to do on a live just because I am still learning. I don't want you guys to think I'm like any kind of professional or anything like that. I've watched a lot of videos. I've tried a lot of stuff. I did learn how to make raindrops today, so I'm going to attempt those. Some scattered raindrops. I thought that could be fun on this as well. Let me get some tape here, and I'm going to tape this down. And I think I'm going to use, let's see, let's get our, I'll get another plate. I think most of that's dry. We need some gray and green. I'm going to do this in gray and these in greens, and we'll just shade this with a brush. I think I'm going to use the Hauser light green. And then I'll put a little bit for shading of the Hauser dark green is what I'm going to do. Well, we could try the medium. Let's see. I just don't know if there's enough contrast. Let's do the Hauser light green first and see. Let me get a sip here. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Thank you, Vicki. There's a lot of people that are just way better than me, but I do try to learn new things to bring you guys new things and show you. So let's start with this Hauser light green. And then we'll do some shading, I think, with the medium and the dark. That's very light. Well, we'll do some shading. It'll all pull together. I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm having leftovers for dinner, so it's an even better day. It's almost grilling season, so on these days, then Jeff can be grilling. I mean, he could grill now. We do grill in the winter. And again, like when I say something like we grill in the winter, he grills in the winter, he grills in the summer. He does it all. He's a good sport. But you know, he worked a lot of hours and worked long, and now he's retired. So I tell you what, he sure does help out. I don't know if I told you guys, he hurt himself. It was the beginning of January, and we had a really big snow, and it snowed, and it snowed, and it snowed. It didn't seem like it was ever going to stop snowing. And so I think he just did so much with the snowblower and the shoveling of the walks and stuff like that, that he hurt himself. Well, he was really hurt. Like, he was on the couch and could hardly walk. He was on crutches. I did not realize how much he did. I mean, I knew he did a lot, but boy, when he was down, I was like, I went somewhere and I had to pump my own gas, and that sounds horrible. But he just will take, we usually drive the same car. So when he's out, if it needs gas, for the last, he retired in 2018, he puts gas in it. So stuff like that you really take for granted. Ooh, ranch chicken. That sounds good. You're grilling hamburgers. Yum. Oh, you're going to be 61, Lita? I'm going to be 60 this year. Beautiful day in Texas, March 9th. Woohoo. I love daylight savings. It's so weird, you know, sometimes you're like, okay, so I am not a fan of it getting dark early and stuff like that. But the one thing I do like about it is like I don't feel at all bad about putting my pajamas on really early because it's dark. Or curling up with a blanket or something like that. But this weekend I did try to get my butler's pantry, can't speak, painted. And I got part of the trim done, and that's all I got done. I just couldn't believe it. It takes me forever to do anything anymore. Let's see, where'd my green go? I'll do my green. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm obviously not. But yeah, the boys are outside next door and they're playing basketball. I can hear the thump, thump, thump of the basketball. And I can hear Sparkles out there barking. She's getting outside. She's the cutest little dog. I forget what she is. It's one of the breeds that doesn't shed. And she's a really pretty dog. My one grandson, Brody, when he's here, he likes to just go over and walk her with it on the leash if he can. So let's get that green in there. I didn't do that one. I didn't think I did. Maybe I did. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Oh, I got to do the gray here, too, for the handle. You could do gray, or you could do like a brushed steel would be pretty there, too. That Deco brushed steel would be pretty. So Jeff and I are on the hunt for another series to watch. We just finished one. Unbelievable on Netflix. It was really good. And so if anybody has any suggestions, let us know. We like mysteries, documentaries, like World War II things, stuff like that. I love true crime. So if you have not sprinkled, make sure to sprinkle. I'm in my flip-flops, but I'm inside. But I would wear them outside. It's almost 50. That's like a super big heat wave here. Let's see. That's looking cute. Okay, we got to do the letters too. And we got to do, I know I have a gray one in here. Let me find it. I've got so many brushes. I got to pull them out and look at the bottom. There's the gray. So let me use the gray on this here, I think. Ooh. Oh, man. I bent funny and my knee almost went out. Tell you what, this getting old, it's like, it's better than the alternative and you're blessed to be healthy. But I've noticed, like last night I woke up and this thumb here was just killing me. It was throbbing. I've never had that happen. And it was really surprising. I was very surprised. It feels okay this morning, but it's just bizarre the aches and pains you get as you get older. I think I'll try this here, the medium green, and I'm going to blend it in a little bit, dry brushing it with the light green, and I'm just gonna grab my green brush and go over it and use the same brush and pick up that green, and I'm gonna kind of I don't know if it's dark enough to really, I think I'm gonna have to go even darker. Let's see, this Hauser green. We'll do that one. And you do want a really, really dry brush. Here we go. Yeah, I think that's a little better. And I'm just kind of like swooshing some color in here, giving it like a little variation. It really does look pretty. Yeah, I needed that, the darkest. Let me get a little bit more. That medium just wasn't getting it. And I've got that lighter color underneath. And that's another way to shade. Look how pretty that looks. Doesn't that look pretty? Can you see that? The difference in that? And you could also do that with your flowers. Okay, now I'm gonna do the spring in white, which I think I have a white brush already. Didn't I use white for something? No, maybe I just used it to shade with. That's what I did. Okay, so I'm going to get a white brush. And I'll get, I don't have any more 1/2 inch. Let me grab one from over here. This is a 1/2 inch, and I'm going to get some white here. I've still got some left from where I was shading with it. And I'm going to offload. I think I'm going to flip it. I don't want to get that in my red because then I'll have pink. And I'm going to just start swirling that around there. And you don't have to push down really hard. This one's not open. This one is. So do any of you have any spring shows coming up? I know someone in Pennsylvania said they had a spring show coming up. Oh, thank you, Bronwyn. Hi, Kelly. What are you having a problem with, Judy? I'm sorry, I don't catch a lot of the comments sometimes. Oh, and if you ever have a question to ask me, please just message me. You can ask me here, but sometimes I don't see it. And I know April tries to answer all she can, but then sometimes things slip past her too. So make sure. I'm still on, haven't gone off, don't know what's happening. Well, you're still here, I don't know. Oh, good for you, Sherry. I keep wanting to do that here. Like have a fall open house or a Christmas open house. but it just seems like I never have time. And you can dry over your stencil, just make sure. Make sure to move it around and don't hold it in one, don't hold it in one place and kind of move it around. Hey, do you want to open the door for a minute? Little air in.
What, the heater?
Yeah, I'm really hot. Oh, the sun's still shining. That's nice to see. Huh. I'm sure it is. Oh, that's something else too. If you didn't see it, and they haven't done it yet, but they have said that they're going to take all lives, all videos older than 30 days, they're going to start deleting them, which really stinks. I put a lot of work into all my lives, but I did download them all to my computer. I've uploaded a couple to YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. So I'm going to try and I'm going to try and upload at least one a day. It'll take me a year to do it that way. But I just have so much other stuff going on. I haven't been able to, I think I need one more coat on that white. I haven't been able to upload a bunch. Wants everybody to know you're there. If I was close, I would come to it, Sherry. We're going to try in a couple weeks to go see my son, so there'll be one Tuesday when I'm not having a live. We're going to try and attempt to go to California again. My son lives in California, and we were not able to go in July because my dad was really sick. We had to cancel. And wouldn't you know it, we get tickets and he goes back in the hospital, but he's doing pretty good. And my sister Heather is going to come and stay with him. Thank goodness for sisters, right? So, yeah, so I'm going to be gone for a week, but I hope it goes. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about flying now. All this stuff going on that I'm a nervous flyer to begin with. Never did like flying, but now I'm even more nervous. But it's like right now, it's the only way to get to see my son. We sure can't drive there. It would take way too long with my dad being as sick as he is, so. Okay, so I've got 3 coats of that white on there. And I'm going to take it off. Oh, that's so cute. What do you think? Do you like that? Do you think it looks good with the red umbrella? I'm going to have to do the close the bridges. But I did want to show you. Yes, just go over and subscribe. I'll post another link in a couple days because I know some people missed it, but it's Shard and Sign Shack. So I am going to add a couple of raindrops because I just learned how to do this. And I'm not the best raindrop maker, but I'm going to attempt it. I'm probably going to have to turn this towards me. Now for this, I am going to use a filbert, which the Stencil Smith does not have a filbert yet, but hopefully they will someday. And I got this filbert on, it's called a filbert brush, and this is a size 2. But I believe I could even get a smaller one, but the set that I ordered, this was the smallest that it came with. So I'm going to put a little bit of this, this blue out here. And this is ultra deep blue. It's kind of what we used in the background here. There's swishes of it, excuse me. And I'm going to put a little bit of white. You can see all the colors there. I was practicing earlier. And so see how the filbert's kind of curved there? So this is what I got out Thank you. That's why I went with the red. Finn made a good price. Thank you. I will tell him. So I will see if I can flip this again. But let's see if I do it that way and that way. I think that's, or is that the same way? I think that's facing you. I don't know. I'm really confused now. So I'll just flip you back. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, guys. Sorry. I know you're like, what the heck? She's making me sick. So I'm going to get these colors. Let me move some of these paints out of the way here. And I'm going to wet my brush with a little bit of water and kind of just dab the water off. And I am going to get a little bit of this blue and a little bit of the white. And I'm going to put the brush, see how it's like this? I'm going to put it down. I'm nervous, guys, but I can always wipe it off. So I'm going to push it down and then up. And then down and then up. So I'm pushing it down and up. But look at the little raindrops. Isn't that so cool? I had it right? Okay. So I know how to do that. Okay. So hopefully that's right. I don't know. I'm all messed up. Is this right now? So I'm putting it down and up. Down and up. So you just kind of put it down and up. You could even put some like on your plant. Down and up. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to wet it here again. And it's a wet brush, but it's not a soaking brush. Because that helps the paint. And I'm just going to kind of mix it here. Okay. And I'm going to go down and up. And I just go down and up. Yep, that one didn't look very good. Let me get a wipe here. Oh, I'm at the end of my wipes. You know how that is. They're super, super wet. So I'm going to I don't like that little raindrop there, so I'm going to do away with him. And I'm going to wet it again and kind of it's wet, but it's not sopping. I've got all the extra water out. And I'm just kind of mixing the white and the blue together. And that way it's got both of the tones of what's in the background. And I'm just going down and up, down and up, down and up. But what's more spring-like than a spring storm, right? A little bit of droplets. So I'm just pressing, I'm kind of putting my even pinky finger down there, down and up, down and up. You can put one down and up. I don't want to put so many on there that it's like, so down and up, down and up. So like maybe one here. Okay. So what do you think there? Of the raindrops. I guess I got to put it that way to you. They look like little raindrops. It is a filbert brush. So the harder you press, April says, I'm all new at this, so let's try a harder press. This is only the second time I've ever made raindrops, so if I can do it, you can do it. It's a filbert. So I'm getting a little bit of the blue, a little bit of white, and I tried it with it dry, but I like it better with the, a little bit, it seems like the wet makes it, so I'm going to make a big fat drop here. So that one's a little fatter down there. This one here, it's fatter at the bottom. So the harder you press down with the filbert and you bring it up, it makes it more raindroppy. Thank you. I'm proud of them. Especially considering I was practicing my raindrops today. I was like, oh, can I do raindrops? And I did want to take, I thought about taking a little bit of, I saw this too, where it take a little bit of white on my liner brush and just kind of like, you know, like those long streaks of rain. I do want it wetter than that though, because it's not flowing very good. So I'm taking a little bit of that white and kind of bringing they should be thinner than that. I'm getting a little too fat, but I'm adding and you can even take your brush and add a little bit of, you could add a little bit of like little just streak of white. To your raindrops. And the color you probably can't tell there, but it is kind of variegated because I was kind of mixing the color together on that brush. But yes, the harder down, ooh, that one's really wet. I don't know what happened there. But you can do that on all your little raindrops. Add a little white streak to them. So the harder you press down, the fatter your raindrops are. So I'll get better the next time. There's one down here. And I'm not going to close my bridges down here just yet. You could add some streaks of white also to your flowers. Just a little bit. All you do, everything you do can be undone if you don't like it. If you do not like it, just go over it. It's only paint. You could add a little bit of, I'm just adding random lines there. Let's add a little bit of white up here on the brush. Okay. Well, I kind of like that. And I might add just a little bit if I have some color out here on that. Let's see, some real dark pink. Maybe add some real dark pink lines in there. Got over there. And then we could even add like some little antenna if you wanted. I don't know if I got, oh, you'd have a little bit of black there. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm gonna leave it the way it is. I don't like that at all. The sirens are going off. I don't know if you girls could hear it. I may have to take a little dab of blue there. And then don't leave any of your brushes in the water. And then let's just close our bridge here. And I'll do my bridges later. For the hello. Ooh, that's really wet. That is. Oh, wow. I had way too much water on my brush there. I got to wipe that away because that's going to drip everywhere. Let me do that one more time and we will start going over like some of the stencils I bought this past month. Do right there. And then you could also add some okay. And I'm assuming the raindrops are getting caught in the umbrella. That's why there's not any on the outside of it. So what do you guys think? Let's see, I guess I can flip it back. Just us singing? Yeah, antennas, your dog. What, raindrops keep falling on my head. I know, but I gotta do the, raindrops are falling on my head, just like a guy whose feet are. Yes, that's gonna be stuck in my head all day now. But what do you think about that? Do you like that? See if you can get up closer. These are the fatter raindrops down here when you press down harder and then pulled it up. So they got better as they went. But do you like that? Oh, you hear the sirens? Yeah, they go off on town all the time. We don't even live in like a bad neighborhood or anything like that, but we live right down from the fire department, so they're always going off. But yeah, I really like that. I like the colors. I was very nervous. Like I said, when I do a bunch of colors, I get super nervous about the colors. Coordinating and everything. Color fatigue, my friend Allie used to call it. So if you haven't done so yet, now this is on, it's an 18-inch round. That's the biggest. You could do anything, you know, any other different size that you want. I don't know what the smallest. The smallest might be like a 12-inch, but there's many different sizes that you could do. And make sure if you order it today or tomorrow to use my code SignShack to save an additional 15%. So it'd be 35% off. And I got this one at Craft Deals. So make sure to sprinkle. This is the giveaway. I was lax and I didn't show it a bunch of times today, but this is the giveaway today, which I think is super cute. Thank you, Danica. Thank you, Lita. This is it right here. And that is my sprinkle. Which we say sprinkle because we can't say it. Let me find my, oh, here's my, okay, these are the ones I was going to show you today. And then when we're done showing them, you can see how hot I got in here. My cheeks are really red. Thank you, Mary. Make sure to sprinkle. April will have entered you in the giveaway. And yeah, Finn chose red. I would have went with blue. If I would have went with a blue, because blue's my favorite color, but I let Finn choose. I would have went with something like this. Turquoise blue, or even desert turquoise would have been pretty. Ooh, peacock teal would be pretty. All these real pretty blues. Wouldn't it be cute on a shirt? I know, I want to put them all on a shirt. There's one I'm going to show you here that I just got. I'm going to put on a shirt. So these are the mini, or yeah, I think they're minis, but they're all backgrounds, Easter backgrounds, and they are so stinking cute. They are number 9902, and this is the XX small. And so I got the Easter bunnies. Look at those cute little peeps. And the jelly beans. And this is all, you have to order them individually. But the jelly beans. And then there's, so these are the peep bunnies. And then these are the chocolate bunnies, the little chocolate bunnies. Or white chocolate if you prefer. I like chocolate. I'll be singing as she spins the wheel. I'm not going to sing because I do not have a good voice. So, and then the jelly beans, random jelly bean sizes, which is super cute. Well, maybe those are eggs. I don't think they're jelly beans. Those are eggs. Are those eggs, April? I'm pretty sure they're eggs. These are cheaper than buying eggs, right? Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. So this is the one I said I think I'm going to put on a shirt. This is number 9880. This would be really cute on a shirt. But I am very much a homebody, like 100%. I could stay in my home for weeks and not leave, and I would be fine, except to go for a walk. I do like going for a walk. But other than that, and I love people. It's not that I don't love people, but I just love this one, homebody. It's too people-y out there. I think that's just adorable. It's too people-y out there, and I love this font here. I love everything about that, and I think that would be a perfect fit, like on a t-shirt. And then we have, I thought this was super cute. I've got a couple of these. One of my favorite stencils, I forget what it says on it, but is made something like this. But this is number 9868, and this is Lucky. How pretty is that with the 4-leaf clover and the font and the stem? It's beautiful. Oh, jelly beans. We got them jelly beans. Okay, those are eggs though, right, April? They're eggs. Yeah, they have jelly beans. Okay. Yeah, April said they're eggs. And I don't know if I said what size. This was a small, but this is really cute. Such a homebody. That's me. Like I said, the only reason I would ever leave my house would be to go for a walk. I love to go for a walk. We haven't been able to because it's been so bad here. The chance, it's funny how the older you get, you start to assess your fall risk. Yeah, because you can break a hip or something like that. Yeah, I love staying home. I'm very happy at home. I'm not messy, I'm creative, and this is number, this is me. I am messy though. Jeff's probably watching this going, yeah, right, she's very messy. He was out here today cleaning up the garage. He's like, I'm cleaning up your mess. 8220, and this is the 8-inch. So I'm not messy, I'm creative. And I think that goes with all creatives. You're just a little messy. It is a process. And then this one is so cute, and I thought this would be another cute one that you could do the raindrops on. This is number 9892. It's an 8.5 by 12. And there's 2 overlays. So this is the spring is here with the duck, and look at the little rubber the rubber boots. You could put little polka dots on that too, because everything's better with polka dots. And then it's got the two overlays. Whoops, I got them backwards. So it's got an umbrella. Let's see, there's it's like a puzzle. You just line it up. So there's the first overlay, if you can see, there it's lined up. See the duck with his beak and the umbrella. And then the other overlay is the umbrella. It would go there somewhere. I would know it. And the tops. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm not. I slept good last night. You love staying home and you're very messy. Well, that's me in a nutshell. But I thought this was super cute, and that would be a cute one to do raindrops on too. And then this one, I'm thinking about. I've got this like sparkle stuff, and I think I'm gonna tint it. And I was gonna do this because you know how the Peeps have that sugary coat on it, but oh, for Peeps' sake. Oh, for Peeps' sake. So that is number 9892, and this is the 7.25 inch by 10. But I thought that would be cute with texture, that, you know, because it's got that sugar coating on it. I don't like Peeps, but I think they're super cute. I found a light up one at the Dollar Tree, which I can't wait to like put up. So that's all I'm going to show you today. And this is what we did today. And again, this is on sale today and tomorrow. Whoops. I don't know why I'm not like, I'm going the wrong way. It's always a mirror image. So Hello Spring with some little raindrops and a little bit of shading. And it's on sale. Is there a raindrop stencil? Is there a raindrop stencil, April? I don't know if there is or not. That would be a good one to have, definitely. Oh, Sherry, I can't sing that. Raindrops are falling on my head. You guys would turn it off quickly if I started singing. But it will be in my head the rest of the night. So, thank you, Pamela. That would be awesome to make random, yeah, like random raindrops. That would be awesome. I think we need one, April. April's spinning the wheel. Spinning, spinning, spinning. I can hear it going. It does make a noise when they win. It landed on Donna Graff Lyrie. So Donna Graff Lyrie, you are the winner today. Congratulations. I appreciate everybody joining me, and come back next Tuesday for another fun live. And I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next week. Have a great week. Bye-bye.